Okay, I said I'd do a follow-up video on this emerging admission by the mainstream voices of the world that there is an apocalyptic financial crisis striking the world at present, with or without coronavirus. It's just a nonsense story. It's a cover-up. Or it is a cover. It is a camouflage. It is a disguise intended to obfuscate the truth, intended to eye-blind you from not recognizing what really happened and then not blaming the elites. Anyway, so this little follow-up video is about just how many people are coming out and saying, yeah, it's kind of bad, it's really bad, it's terribly bad. Warren Buffett, as you may know, has sold enormous numbers of shares to get out of the market. And there are all these strange shenanigans going on. Hertz car rental company, has gone bankrupt. And just before they declared bankruptcy, a famous American billionaire investor called Carl Icahn. Icahn is spelled I-C-A-H-N. Carl Icahn sold all of his shares in Hertz. He owned, I believe it was 38% of Hertz. The sneaky man could see the writing on the wall, had the insider information, obviously, probably threatened the board with their lives, the board of directors. So when he knew that the writing was on the wall and they were going to declare bankruptcy, he sold all of his shares. The next day they declared bankruptcy. The next day. And then they got legal permission from the courts in the USA to issue the world's first IBO, not IPO, initial price offering. That's when you first go onto a stock market, onto a stock exchange. You first go public, you sell your shares publicly, you're no longer a private company. But the first IBO, initial bankruptcy offering, as it's been called. Now, obviously, a company has to meet certain standards in order to be on a stock exchange. They've lost all of those standards, but they're still being allowed to trade, and they're making this new issue. And it's being bought up by 10-year-old kids. If you don't believe me, go onto YouTube and do a bit of Googling around about Robinhood and day trading. Robinhood, children, day trading. The market is sucking the very last cent out of the ordinary people of the USA in order to stay alive a little bit longer and in order to get all the wealth that it can. And it's a critical mess. I wanted to tell you something else. Just give me a chance to look at my notes. There's something that I could go on all day long about this thing. The world's first legal initial bankruptcy offering. Can you believe that the court allowed that? Well, things are bad, man. Things are bad. As Scott Minerd said recently, he's a billionaire who made billions twice, like in two separate, he became a billionaire once, retired, got bored of retirement and started from scratch again and became a billionaire all over again. This is his claim to fame. He said not so long ago, the market is a giant Ponzi scheme. We are going to have to rediscover a sense of Christian community, of Caucasian community, of European community. Not a sense of, the sense of, that made us the most successful people in the world for a longer period than any other ethnic group can remotely claim to be. The peoples of Western Europe have had an enduring blessing on their heads, the likes of which the Egyptians, Sumerians, Chaldeans, Mesopotamians, and so on cannot dream. And that was based around a core set of values, Christian values. Whether people like it or not, it's a fact. We're going to have to rediscover those. or we're going to cry long tears. Yeah. How? What? When? Who? Interesting questions that we'll be confronting, all of us. Jointly and severally, that means as groups and as individuals in the months to come. Anyway, have a good day. I wish you everything of the best. We wish you everything of the best.